As much as we like and celebrate this idea of 80 hours and 100 hours work week, after a long day of grind, there has to be something to look forward to. Suffering is good for the mind, but indefinite suffering can be equally damaging. It's equally important to wind down and let the mind recover from the bouts of hard focus and effort. But there are two reasons why we don't do it. We don't leave everything on the field. The problem is our work day is not just work. It's also sprinkled with internet surfing, YouTube videos, social media, news, WhatsApp, which is why we are constantly restless about taking a break because that makes us feel guilty. In fact, if you really focus, it's actually not possible to do a focused work for more than 3 4 hours. And guess what? That's enough to get things done for the day. Your mind will yourself tell you that you can rest. You can finish the rest tomorrow. It's not a tired mind which doesn't allow us to take a break. It's a guilty mind which knows you didn't give you 100% and makes you feel guilty and restless when you actually need a break. We don't actually define what we'll do when we are taking a break. Your mind wants dopamine, but it has to be like a full meal. If you keep eating junk throughout the day in smaller chunks in the form of newsfeed, email, YouTube videos, you'll be low on energy constantly. Also, you can't eat anything healthy to save yourself because you're already full. That's a similar thing with YouTube videos and social media. Consuming them in small chunks throughout the day not only distracts you from the task at hand, but also kills your appetite for dopamine, something which your brain looks forward to after a good day of work. You don't feel like watching a movie because you're too restless about the unfinished task and you don't have the energy to do something recreational. Sunlight. So many people feel depressed and shitty about themselves, feel sorry about their life till they walk out of their house. Suddenly, there is a shift in their mood and energy levels. Not only walking out of your home and office once in a while is good for vitamin D, but it also gives you the chance to encounter something which can shift your perspective, such as a handicapped person or listen to somebody having a stupid argument on their phone. You will realize how better you have it and how far ahead you are than most people. It gives you an immediate momentum to jump back to your task without being resentful. And lastly, people. We need somebody to talk to. We are a social animal. As much as we hate our colleagues, friends, family, we need them. Nothing exists in a vacuum or isolation. And even if you are an introvert like me, and if you actually hate people, you still should make an effort to reach out to people because that will be the only thing in future which will differentiate us from a machine. Be able to work in teams, to be collaborative, to be able to empathize. Rest, everything else will either get automated or outsourced.